Present perfect continuous. Form has or have plus been plus present participle. Example: you have been waiting here for 2 hours. We use the present perfect continuous to show that something started in the past and has continued up until now. For 5 minutes, for 2 weeks, or since Tuesday are all durations which can be used with the present perfect continuous. Examples: ellos han estado hablando durante la última hora. They have been talking for the last hour. Ella ha estado trabajando en la compañía durante 3 años. She has been working at the company for 3 years. ¿Qué has estado haciendo durante los últimos 30 minutos? What have you been doing for the last 30 minutes? James ha estado enseñando en la universidad desde junio. James has been teaching at the university since June. Nosotros hemos estado esperando aquí durante más de 2 horas. We have been waiting here for over 2 hours. ¿Por qué Nancy no ha estado tomando su medicina durante los últimos 3 días? Why has Nancy not been taking her medicine for the last 3 days? Momento past tenses. Correct the mistakes with past tenses. There are either 1 or 2 mistakes in each sentence. Corrige los errores que hay en estas frases. Verás que hay un error o 2 errores en cada frase en relación con el pasado. I lived at home when I passed my driving test, but after that I moved out. I was living at home when I passed my driving test, but after that I moved out. When the accident happened, John drove, but it wasn't his fault. When the accident happened, John was driving, but it wasn't his fault. He said he was feeling sick and he was apologizing for not coming. He said he was feeling sick and he apologized for not coming. My tooth was hurting again, so I was deciding to visit the dentist that afternoon. My tooth was hurting again, so I decided to visit the dentist that afternoon. I had already been hearing the news when the director told me. I had already heard the news when the director told me. When I arrived, I saw that 20 people waited. Some were already waiting for over 3 hours. When I arrived, I saw that 20 people were waiting. Some had already been waiting for over 3 hours. When my exam results were coming, I got exactly the grades that I had hoped for. When my exam's result came, I got exactly the grades that I had been hoping for. I think my boss was sleeping badly the night before, as he has been very critical that day. I think my boss had slept badly the night before, as he was being very critical that day. Good. Momento third conditional or past conditional. We can use the third conditional to talk about impossible conditions. Impossible because they are in the past and we cannot change what has happened. Would have, would have. Si lo hubieras visto, te habrías dado cuenta. If you'd seen him, you would have realized. Si me lo hubieran enviado, lo habría leído. If they'd sent it to me, I would have read it. Si hubiera habido fiesta, ellos no habrían ido. If there had been a party, they wouldn't have gone. Si me hubiera tocado la lotería, me habría jubilado. If I'd won the lottery, I would have retired. Si hubieran perdido, no habrían avanzado. If they'd lost, they wouldn't have advanced. Si hubiera habido un acuerdo, me lo habrían dicho. If there'd been an agreement, they would have told me. Si no hubiera sido por ti, habríamos perdido todo. If it hadn't been for you, we would have lost everything. Habría sido tuyo si me lo hubieras pedido. It would have been yours if you'd asked me for it. Si me hubieras llamado ayer, podría haberlo resuelto. If you'd called me yesterday, I could have solved it. Si hubiera habido una tormenta, el partido se habría cancelado. If there had been a storm, the match would have been called off. Si hubieras ofrecido más dinero, habría aceptado. If you'd offered more money, I would have accepted. Muy bien, well done. You have done it very well.